Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Jashamati Nandana Ajavana Nagara Jashamati Jashamati Nandana Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jagat Guru. Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Nittai Gora Haribol, 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 Nittai Gora Haribol, Nittai Gora Haribol. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Gaura Premanandi. Bol Siyavar Ramchandra Bhagavan ki.
Jayam Vishnupad Brahmahamsa Privraj Kacharya Statra Shatra Shishimatra Jayanga Swami Abhay Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada ki. Jayam Nityalila Brahmashtam Shishimatra Jayanga Swami Shila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada ki. Shishi Guru Parampara ki. Ananta Kocha Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur ki. Shri Sadguru Swami ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की श्री मायापुर नवदीप धाम की श्री पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा देवी मुनमाय की श्री माची तुलसी महारानी भक्ति देवी की जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय Shri Shri Ram Navami Mahamahotsav Ki Jai. Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai. His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Iskon Guru Vrinda Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Sagar Maharaj ki jai.
Coventry Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai.
पुष्पांजलि अभी करेंगे, कभी करें, अभी कर लेते हैं। वो जो प्राण वगैरह होता है ना, हाँ आपको आता है, हम बोल देंगे ना, Can I think let's offer the boga, then we Pushpanjali. Yeah. No. Once the boga comes off, then we can do that. Yeah. Oh, boga जब भी खा लेना करके, तो फिर उनका स्वागत करें. ठीक है. जय हो. So Maharaj, would you like to sit over here? One of the qualities for them. बोलो बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की. Jai, can you have this down? So please raise your hands. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So because it's a working day, so we're having evening program. That's when most of the people come because they're all working. But you took the time out, and means you're real Ram Bhakts. So I remember we used to, do Abhishek in the morning, involve everyone, and then have a 12 o'clock. But people have commitments, and money is hard to get by, so people, they work. But anyway, you came, and the Maha has been made. That's going to be offered to the Lordship to please him. So in Ayodhya, you can just imagine how much joy there will be, especially in the temple. We went there to take darshan, 2-mile long queue, and then you only stand for like few seconds. But I was lucky that we got a VIP kind of car. They went through the same route as the Prime Minister goes. And it was a police car with a siren on. As somebody we knew, they arranged it, And I was feeling nervous, And then we went through the back like that, and there was just a queue for the military or whoever to take darshan. And there's loads of other queues there, so we were able to go in there, take darshan. But even then, it was like for 30 seconds or something. So I can't remember it. When you look at the picture, you have better darshan than when you're actually there. But it's an incredible, structure. And it's really worth it because they're developing the whole area. And we remember going to Ayodhya when there was military guards everywhere. And they wouldn't even let me take, in my bead bag, there were some flowers. They said, you got to get rid of the flower. I said, what can a flower do? They were ridiculous. It just felt like as if we are the terrorists. We're going to do something. And we are the lovers of Lord Ram. And it was quite annoying. I went about 3 times. But this time, it was completely different. everybody's welcomed and all. Ayodhya suddenly has exploded. You can't bring in auto rickshaw. There's 3-4 miles there. We were waiting 2.5 hours, 2 hours for an auto rickshaw. Nobody wanted to go where our ashram was, where we were staying. So that's what happens when something gets popular, the crowd control. I prefer the quieter times, because you can have one-to-one with the Lordship, like now. And so you can have one-to-one with the Lordship. Now, somebody has cleverly put qualities of Lord Ram on the gate here. And the idea behind this is, when Valmiki was in the ashram, Sri Narad Muni appeared. And everybody greeted him, like we greeted Maharaj. And then Valmiki had a question. And he mentioned 16 qualities. He says, is there a personality who has all these qualities? Now, maybe somebody can correct me, but I don't think Lord Ram had appeared at that time. Or had appeared. Okay. 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 Yeah, because somewhere when Sita Mata had to leave Ayodhya and Valmiki knew where to, he said, I'm writing the Ramayana. So I knew you will be here, because she was removed from Ayodhya. And so I'm surprised that Valmiki asked that question, because he would know about, Lord Ram at that time, because everybody knew about Lord Ram. Valmiki is a Trikal Rishi. I have a feeling he hadn't appeared yet. Okay, I'll check it out. It's just that it gets me that Narad Muni had to tell Valmiki, and Valmiki Trikal Darshi, and he would know where Lord Ram is. And they said while he was writing the Ramayana, all this was kind of happening alongside. And so when Sita Mata left Ayodhya, he was there to take her, because she felt alone like that. And so anyway, the 16 qualities which I mentioned here, we're going to do a little discussion, Charcha we call it. We'll talk about it. And Maharaj is here. We're really, really, very fortunate to have Maharaj and Nitya Kirtan Prabhu, and thank you for arranging this, which makes the discussion deeper. I think we go into festivals one after another, and after a while we don't know what are we celebrating, what the personality is. So Lord Ram appearing in Treta Yuga, and in Kali Yuga he's being glorified and worshipped. And Narendra Modi, did what others couldn't do, get that Janam Bhoomi Mandir. So I think big round of applause for Narendra Modi, because, he was persisting in, and not only just in Ayodhya, also Varanasi, Gyanvapi Mosque, they're talking about that, and then later on Mathura. So otherwise we were just accepting that that's our fate. But since Lord Ram's date has been established, Ram Lalla has been there, even the sculptor said, whatever I sculpted, but after Pran Pratishtha, the features have changed. He said, I don't recognize my work. There's a smile on his face. And I saw a video today, somebody posted, at 12 o'clock exactly, Ayodhya time, 12 o'clock, Suryadev came and they had said he'll do the tilakam. So the light came, and for 4 minutes, the light was there on the forehead. I've got the video on. And you can see now that people consider Sanatam Dharam, deity worship, as for kindergarten, like people who don't know religion. It's the other way around. The whole science was given by personalities, Rishi Munis, and they accepted Lord Ram. They accepted Sri Krishna. Srila Prabhupada, he went with conviction. He's going to convince the West, which is impersonal, and Shunyavadi as well, that they will accept the personality of the Lordship. And Srila Prabhupada succeeded. I think big round of applause for Srila Prabhupada, having that faith, going out there and changing the world. Even Narendra Modi is appreciating ISKCON's effort for making the Gita so popular around the world. So you can see the politicians must accept the rishis, and the rishis must accept those who they call them Raj rishis. Those who are actually devotee leaders, not bogus devotees, because they just talk about Ram Raj to get votes, but they're not interested in Lord Ram. But Modi definitely, he showed it. And that's where the success is. because you have to be a devotee of the Lord to look after other people. Otherwise, you won't be looking at the people properly because you don't know what dharma is. So I'm going to go through different qualities. But before I do that, I'd like to request the Guru Sevak to do a little Ramdun so we can focus on Lord Ram. And let's imbibe these qualities. Ideal, Lord Ram is an ideal father, whatever. Don't think it's for Lord Ram to do. He came to do that so we can also start to develop those qualities within us. Otherwise, we'll be glorifying Lord Ram and doing Ravan Leela, doing opposite. I think as devotees, we must appreciate what Ram came to give. He came to give those qualities and showed that he's a charya, that I'm doing this. And by my example, he just tried to develop these qualities. It's not easy, but we'll do that. So I think Guru Sevak, if you do that, and then we'll go through the qualities. Yeah. In the meantime, the Bhoga will be coming in, and if there's a bit of disturbance, excuse us.
Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri 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 Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Oh, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram 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 Jai Jai Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram.
What we'll do now is we'll do a little churcha. And actually the word churcha is like church. Maybe the word church came from churcha. Oh. I took my glasses. Have you seen my phone, anybody? No. It's okay. Right, there you are. It's in the pocket. Right. Excuse me, Maharaj, just for a bit. Right, here we go. So we have 16 qualities of Lord Ram, which Valmiki ji inquired from Narad Muni ji, saying, is there some personality like that? So I'll read the list, and then if devotees can think of either some pastime or they want to make a comment on particular quality, it'll be nice. So we can meditate on what Lord Ram actually represented. So the first one is Gunvan, and principal and endowed with excellent qualities. So he's a good one. He's loads of qualities. The other one is Viryavan. He's endowed with prowess. Very, very powerful. Shaktishali. Dharmagyaha. Always righteous in all actions. Kirtagyaha. Grateful. Remembers even a little help done by others. So please realize we should develop these qualities in ourselves as well. Satya Vakya. Truthful in his statements. Drid Vrataha, that's sixth quality, self-determined and firm in his vows and deeds. Charitrena, endowed with good conduct. Charitra unka, character is good. Sarva Bhuteshu Hitaha, benefactor of all living beings, well-wisher of everyone. Vidvan, knower of everything. 10th, Smartha, competent in doing things that cannot be done by others. 11. Ekapriya Darshana, solely delightful in appearance. 12th. Atmavan, courageous. 13. Jita Krodha, conqueror of anger. He didn't get angry, only he got angry once. Dyutiman, endowed with splendor and brilliance. 15th. Anasuyakaha, one who is free from envy. And 16, Jat Roshaya Asya Smughe Deva Cha Bibeyati. Even gods, meaning devtas, are afraid when provoked to war. Lord Ram scared everyone. So these are 16 qualities. There's many more. Actually, there's more in Ramayana, but at least we'll think about these 16. And Tulsi Devi, our Tulsi, has actually cut down these qualities and put them on the poster here. So, I've just listed them. So I would say, Maharaj, if you can think, which one would you like to start with, Gunvan or Viryavan, or maybe, enlighten us on that quality, particular quality. And then same way, Nitya, Kirtan Prabhu, Vidhu Prabhu, Guru Sevak, so others can think of it. And just share with us. And we won't be able to go through all of them, but whatever we can. Yeah,
Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.
Yes, yeah.
Primarily I came to listen, but anyway, just a few words on the quality of Lord Ramachandra, which is free from envy. Particularly, it's impressing for myself because also Bhagavatam says, you probably know that verse, that those who listen and chant about Lord Ramachandra's pastime become free from envy. And it's actually unbelievable how much, he's devoid of any envy, any negativity, or any, anything like that. It's quite amazing when he was banished to the forest and Kaikeyi made such a plot, and everyone was against her, but Lord Ramachandra said, no, that you should not be against her. She is the mother, she is a well-wisher, and whatever she does is just influence, of the providence. So, of course, it was his plan. He was the providence. But he would not elaborate on that. But he was saying, she's a nice lady and no one should go against her. And so he was defending, everyone was against her, but he was the one who was defending her, even though effectively she killed Dasharat Maharaj by her, politics and all. And he would not complain about anything, and he was. It's interesting, this whole thing when he was told that he will be banished to the forest and he has to give the throne to Bharat Maharaj. He said, "Yeah, sure. Let Bharat has the burden of of responsibility, and I'll have a good time in the forest with sages and all." So extremely positive outlook on everything. And this is, of course, if you see it through, how he responded, why he was so positive, because he saw everything as service opportunity, manage the kingdom was service opportunity. But if somebody like Kaikeyi wanted him to serve in other way, let Bharat be the king and go to the forest, he also saw this as service opportunity. So it's quite amazing that the Supreme Lord is showing us the example of how to have this service mentality. And if someone is always in that mood of service, then definitely where is the question of envy? Because envy means, I want to control and enjoy, and someone else is standing on my way, so that's, then we are envious of that person. If someone is impeding our desire, to control and enjoy. But amazingly enough, Lord doesn't have any of this. He's enjoying by serving, and he's enjoying by fulfilling other people's desires. And he's not even interested in control. And he's just controlling for the sake of benefiting others. Hare Krishna.
Because it's a church house.
Sure, please.
Just while you're talking about it, it's interesting how Lakshman. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you keep this one. On the contrary, Lakshman, he got angry immediately. Not only that, he was angry with his father as well. And he says, he's a lustful man, he's listening to his young wife. And also when Bharat came, he was also angry, and Shatrughan nearly beat Mantra, and she gave the good news like, we made you the king, and he goes, you're the one. So interesting that, as you said, Lord Ram wanted that plan to go to the forest and kill Ravan. So then Lakshman would also know that, but yet Lakshman, kind of opposed that action. It's interesting, just a thought-provoking, that if Lakshman is also coming for the purpose of getting rid of the thing, then why was he kind of maybe playing the part of a brother who's protecting his brother? I'm just a little.
Yeah, because, when the Lord is coming to this world, he is totally absorbed in his pastime. So, yeah, Lakshman is also Balaram, all cognizant, but he's playing the role and he's fully into the role. That I listened to Gauranga Prabhu's class on Ramayana, and of course he's so brilliant. He said, Rama wanted drama, and that's why it all happened. So they all just, serving him in his playing part in his drama. And, Rama means enjoy, right? So he's enjoying, Rama is enjoying drama. Hare Krishna.
With your permission, Maharaj. So one of the qualities that really inspires me about Lord Ram is his ability to forgive, because I think that is something I often struggle with, and to see his absolute forgiveness of KK is just unbelievable. Even if somebody just messages us something, or on Facebook they may make a comment that's slightly, we just go into a rage and how dare you say that, and you have all these fights on social media and things like that, just from a little thing. So it's incredible for me that when Lord Ram goes in the mood of, I'm going to be crowned as emperor of the world, and then KK reduces him to a pauper in the forest, he has complete self-control. He has forgiveness of KK, and he doesn't react in a normal way that anybody else would react. Because the higher our expectation, the more the disappointment.
Actually, he got annoyed with KK at some point, but you know why he was annoyed, you remember?
Not for himself, yes.
He said, you are telling that this is Dasharat Maharaj's order that you go to the forest, but you're not telling that this is your desire because you think I'll be unhappy with you. So how can you doubt my pure love for you? This is when the point when Ram was a little bit upset with KK. That's the only point.
And then he says to KK that the highest instruction is the highest order is to follow the order of the father. But even higher than to follow the order of the father is to follow the order of the mother. He said, KK, if you didn't even have to take these 2 boons, if you had just asked me directly, please go to the forest, I would have gone. Like, who thinks like that? Who has such a mentality and is able to forgive so easily, so nicely like that? So the Supreme Lord shows us that quality. So much self-control is there. It's like, apart from that time. But he's not annoyed for himself, that's the point. Never did he get upset at his own lack of sense enjoyment, his lack of respect, lack of recognition. So one thing that I always say to, especially any management committee, I always say to them, follow the example of Lord Ram, that he's attached to service, not the position. So as Maharaj very nicely said, that so Lord Ram was thinking, okay, fine, I'm not going to be the king of Ayodhya, but when I go to the forest, I'll be the king of the forest, in the sense of I will get an opportunity to protect the sages. In other words, he's attached to service, not the position.
Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
So one of the qualities mentioned was always appreciating what others have done for him, no matter how little it might be. I remember one scientific person describing this pastime with Kevat, the boatman. So there's a wonderful Leela where he takes Lord Ram across from one side to the other side of the river, and then the real journey of going to the forest starts. But 14 years later, he's flying overhead. One thing Kevat asked was, he was asked, we're very grateful, Lord Ram said, we're very grateful that you took us, made us cross this river, but now, what can I do for you? He said, my Lord, the only thing I ask is that you let us ferry you across the river again at the end of your exile. So 14 years later, that's a long time, Lord Ram is flying in the Pushpa Viman, Kuva's Viman, is flying across, and Kevat sees, oh my God, he's forgotten this promise to me. And the Lord, I don't know how it happened, whether he descended or not, but he communicated with Kevat, I never forget what anybody does to me, and what anybody does for me. I'm sorry for that I have to, on this occasion, go right past you, but because if I don't, Bharat is ready to commit suicide. If I'm 1 second late, Bharat will commit suicide. So I must get there fast, but do not worry, I never forget what anybody does for me, ever. So that's his beautiful quality.
Haribo.
So I think I've got two. So there's Dharmagya, he's always righteous in all endeavors, and Atmavan, the one who possesses infinite courage. So I always say this, that if you look at Ram and Lord Ram and Ravan objectively, in many ways Ravan is superior to Lord Ram. If you look, Lord Ram's born in a Kshatriya family, Ravan's a Brahmin. In terms of the actual praja that he had, everyone says the people of Ayodhya love Lord Ram like anything, which they did. But similarly, Ravan's praja adored him like anything too. The example is given very nicely. When Lord Ram brought back Sita Mata from, Vanvas, one Dobi complained and nobody really sided with Sita Mata, and Lord Ram had to send her off to Valmiki Ashram. On the other hand, Ravan kidnapped someone else's wife. Some army came to destroy the whole of the city, and all the praja with him. Like, great, let's fight. And they say Lord Ravan was so incredible at reciting the Vedas. He was the best. They say Lord Ram worshipped Lord Shiva, yeah? Who was the best devotee of Lord Shiva? He was Ravan. He was offering his heads to Lord Shiva. He got the name because he was holding up Mount Kailash, and Lord Shivaji pressed his toe down and crushed Ravan's arms. And so he was screaming, like this. They got the name Ravan. Otherwise his name was Dashanan. He had so many heads. So Ravan himself was an incredible upasak of Lord Shiva. Sita Mata said when she heard in the morning in Lanka some incredible recitation of the Vedas, she said to one of the demons, who is this reciting this Veda? Go, this is Ravan, he does that every morning. She's like, in Janakpuri we don't even have this level of Brahmins to recite. So incredible he was. And he said Ravan had so many good qualities, but he is not considered a role model. Why not? Because he's not Dharmagya. He's a great Upasak, meaning he will do the worship. He will do all of the vidhis and everything like that perfectly, but he's not Dharmagya. And Lord Ram was Dharmagya. He's Dharamdvajarakshak, he is. That's the difference. The difference is, Prabhupada says it, Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavad Pranitam. Dharma is to follow the instructions of the Supreme Lord. Also, Manusmriti, Ditikshama Damostayam, Sochimindriya Nigra, Dhiravidya Sattvamakrodo, Dashikam Dharma Lakshanam. These Dharma Lakshans are there. You won't find any of the qualities in Ravan. Ravan was great at being an Upasak, but Lord Ram was Dharmagya, so he's the role model. Everyone wants to be like Lord Ram. This is the thing, even in ISKCON, we should stick to the principles and the process, but we must remember to stick to Dharma as well. Stick to those qualities in 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And the reason is, this is what separates Lord Ram from Ravan. Because Lord Ram is Dharmagya, he's a role model. And everyone likes to fashion themselves because Lord Ram in every situation did the right thing. And the second one, where he is Atmavan, the one who possesses infinite courage. I always like the pastimes of Lord Ram where he's fighting. Because to see, when you hear about the demons doing incredible austerities and stuff, like Hiranyakashipu did austerity for so many thousands of celestial years, they become incredibly powerful. And it seems like on the devotee side, they're just doing devotional service. And Guru Maharaj always used to say, he goes, humility doesn't mean weakness. My Guru Maharaj used to say. And that character of Lord Ram shows that in infinite. He single-handedly took on, in Dandakaranya forest, when the two brothers of Ravan came, Karandushan, he single-handedly fought, I think it was 14 Akshohini divisions. In Mahabharat, was it 14? 14,000 Akshonis. Yeah, well, it's 14 Akshonis, isn't it? Is it not? The Karandushan one, yeah. No, not there. I'm talking about Karandushan. 14,000. He single-handedly fought them and defeated them himself. And it actually said that even the act of when he grabbed the bow from Parshuram, you have to understand how powerful Parshuram is first. It said that Kartavirya Arjun is actually the incarnation of Sudarshan Chakra. This is how powerful he was. So apparently Narada Muni went to Vaikunta, and in front of Lord Narayan, he was praising that Lord Narayan's killing all of these demons. And Sudarshan's sitting there and thinking, hold on, I'm the one that's doing all the work. I go and chop their heads off. So Sudarshan piped up and said, hey, I'm the one that goes and kills all the demons, not Lord Narayan. And Lord Narayan said, okay, fine, you will get your chance to try and fight me. And so Kartavirya Arjun's actually the incarnation of Sudarshan Chakra. And that's why he's so incredibly powerful. And he said that Ravan went to try and fight Kartavirya Arjun when he blocked the flow of the river where he was doing worship. And Ravan was doing worship there and he couldn't get any water. So he went to challenge him, and Kartavirya Arjun easily defeated him. And Pulastya Muni had to come and ask, say, look, this is my, grandson, please release him. And he said that Ravan has a mark of Sudarshan on his chest from fighting Lord Vishnu. But I couldn't find any reference anywhere where he's fought Sudarshan Chakra. But Kartavirya Arjun is Sudarshan. So he's fought there. So he has the mark of Sudarshan on there. And Parshuram defeated Kartavirya Arjun. He was more powerful than Ravan. Yet when Parshuram came and Lord Ram was there, he challenged him. This is on the way back. So Tulsidas Ramayan and Valmiki Ramayan differ. Tulsidas Ramayan says a Swayamvar, where it happened. And Valmiki Ramayan says on the way back from, and a very nice explanation is given that when this thing would have happened where Lord Ram would have broken the bow, he would have broken it in Janakpuri. And all of the people coming, like Dashrath and others, they would hear, oh my God, Lord Ram did something incredible. Up until that point, they hadn't seen Lord Ram do any amazing activities. So they were all thinking, oh man, we missed it. You know, like if something amazing happens and you're not there to witness it, you're like, everyone's telling you, oh my God, this amazing thing happened. So on the way back, when the Bharat was there, Dashrath Maharaj, everyone was there, Parshuram suddenly came. And everyone got so afraid because Parshuram had killed 21 times all the Kshatriyas. And he said Dashrath weakly went in front of him to pay obeisances. Parshuram just went straight past and goes, who's the one that broke Lord Shivaji's bow? And Lord Ram stood up and said, it's me. I've done it. And he goes, well, what about this bow, which is Lord Vishnu's? And he said Parshuram was grabbing it. He goes, if you can do the pratyancha on this, then I'll consider you equal. He said he grabbed the bow from Parshuramji's grasp as he's holding it. And he's so powerful, he beat Kartavirya Arjun. Grabbed it, strung it immediately, and put an arrow on. And Parshuramji was shocked because he's so powerful, he's defeated all the Kshatriyas. So you can see, even though Ravan would be an inferior enemy than Kartavirya Arjun, Lord Ram was so super powerful to actually be able to take that bow from Parshuram. So Parshuramji saw, wow, look, the next incarnation is here. So Lord Ram himself was so incredible, the monkeys and all that helping him. It is wonderful to see that pastime of strength from Lord Ram. So that's what encourages us, that even as devotees, humility doesn't mean weakness. We should train our bodies to become strong. But I think, didn't Bhaktisiddhanta Ji say that all the devotees should learn jujitsu? I think one of the Maharajas said it once, I heard it in Mayapur, because he was encouraging them to, because people used to attack the temples. So Guru Maharaj used to say, humility doesn't mean weakness, okay, so become strong. So that always inspired me. So, Jai Hari.
Who else? Anybody else wants to talk about the qualities? Maharaj, you have one more? Oh,
I think everyone wants to hear from you.
Oh, yeah, mine is a very simple one. It's Ekapriya Darshana, solely delightful in appearance. And I always like that Dandakarnya rishis, but they were meditating on the Paramatma feature. And they were really loving it, and they were elated and everything. And Lord Ram comes into the ashram, and suddenly they open their eyes and have a look at Lord Ram, and they immediately feel female love for, Lord Ram. And they just communicate through they didn't have any phones then, mobile phones or anything like that, but they could communicate. And that we would like to embrace you, and Lord Ram said, in this avatar, I just have one wife, but when I come again, then you can be the Rishicharis, and then you can embrace me and all that. So I really find that somebody said the Lord Ram is actually very, very beautiful. He's really handsome. And somebody said in a class that when Krishna is there, ladies were attracted, and that's natural. But in Treta, Lord Ram was so beautiful that the men felt like feminine and wanted to embrace him.
Those sages weren't attracted to anything in the material world
at all.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
They didn't find any attractiveness or beauty in the material. They're completely vairagya. But when they saw Lord Ram, they were.
And the thing is, another charcha which was going on, I was hearing that Lakshmanji was really serving, Sitaram in the Panchvati and the Kanya area so nicely, and it was almost like a Vrindavan atmosphere. So Pundrik's grandfather used to say Kishore and Kishori. He would call actually Sitaram Kishore and Kishori. And they said because that atmosphere of love was there, it was permeating in the whole environment. And that's why the Dandakarnya, when they went there, they also had love. They had love within themselves. But when they saw Lord Ram, their love turned to like embracing him, and not only that, they gave further proof when Sarupnaka, she came in there, because the environment was of love like that, she immediately became attracted to Lord Ram. His appearance, plus Kishore and Kishori permeating, so they are the epicenter of love like that. So many of them say we misunderstand sometimes that we don't realize the love between Sita and Ram is actually at very high level, just like Radha and Krishna's. It's very, very pure and all that. And people get influenced by that. So here's a thing we should do. The more we hear the kathas, the more our minds will be turned to love the Lord in a very pure state, which is we enjoy Radha and Krishna meeting each other rather than we want to be part of that. And then Sita and Ram, loving each other, and we glorify that love.
Between Sri Rama and Sri Krishna, but one devotee is attracted by one feature of the Lord and the other is attracted by other feature. Krishna disappeared from the Rasa dance and the gopis were very much eager to find out Krishna again. Now where he is, Krishna appeared as Narayana. The gopis saw Narayana Murti but did not become attracted by him. All the gopis said, oh, he is Narayana. Let us offer respect, and they went up. Actually, there is no difference between Krishna and Narayana. They wanted Krishna. Similarly, although there is no difference between Rama and Krishna, some devotees are attracted with Ramamurti and some devotees are attracted with Krishna Murti. But actually there is no difference. There is
Okay, well, one person said that, yes, sorry, we are using this mic pass. So they said that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Murari Gupta, he showed the two-arm form of, Lord Ram with the bow and arrow. And to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he showed the six-arm form. And he says, in Tattva, they're all same. And he gave the example I really liked. In Tattva, they're all the same, but in Rasa, they're different. He said, I'll explain why. He said, like if you're with the children, you're saying 2 oranges plus 2 oranges is 4. 2 apples and 2 apples are 4 apples. 2 grapes and 2 grapes. See, in Tattva, they're all, the counting is good. But when you eat them, it's different. So I really like that example, that although in Tattva they're the same, but because the way they do the Leela, the Rasa will be there. So he said that Lord Ram would only befriend the leaders, like Guya, the king of the jungle guys. Him, then Sugriv, and then he gave one of the, Vibhishan. So they're the leaders interested. Whereas Krishna, he befriends everyone, even the gopis, even the cows, even the peacocks and all that. So he was giving example how it's the same Lord, but the rasa and the exchange, they do different rasa. So I really like that. And that's why sometimes one devotee was saying, I forget his name, from Pune, and so he said that some devotees say, our Lord Ram is superior. He only had one wife. He was loyal to one wife, And so your Krishna had 16,108. And they said, yeah, we agree. He goes, but our Krishna gave each one of them palaces, but your Ram sent her to the forest. So obviously they're teasing each other like that. And I think when Lord Ram got married as well, as the Bharat was coming, and the lady just said, you're marrying him, his father is impotent. They had to get a rishi to do a yajna to be born like that. And the other one says, well, at least there was some sort of relationship. But in your case, the Sita mother was found in the ground. Just without parents. So you can see it's Sahitya in describing the Lordship. This Leela is very important, that different humor is there. People tend to think religion is very something strict, you shouldn't joke and all that. There's so much humor. You got something?
Surdas and Tulsidas and Surdas would both live in Vrindavan. They were there at the same time. So obviously Surdas is a devotee of Lord Krishna and Tulsidas is a devotee of Lord Ram. So there's 2 incidents which is really nice. One I just heard this morning actually. So Surdas and Tulsidas were at Govardhan, and obviously Surdas can't see, so he was just there, and Tulsidas is helping him, and they're just doing Charcha of the Lordships, and then all of a sudden they hear that a mad elephant has come, and he's roaming, and everyone's scared because the mad elephant comes and can just kill you straight away. So immediately Surdas goes and finds a tree and sits down and says, Tulsidas, come, because there's a place for you here as well. And he goes, no, don't worry, I have 100% faith that my Lord Ram will protect me. So the mad elephant comes, Tulsidas is seeing it, and Tulsidas walks up to the elephant stops and pays obeisances to Tulsidas, and Tulsidas whispers the name of Lord Ram in the elephant's ear and initiates him. And immediately the elephant starts making sound and saying Ram. And everyone starts singing glories of Tulsidas. And Surdas comes and pays obeisance to Tulsidas and says, "Vah, you've won. Lord Ram is superior." And then Tulsidas sits for a minute and he asks Surdas, "Hold on, why don't you have faith that Lord Krishna will protect you?" He says, "Why did you go and sit next to the tree?" He said that, Surdas said, he said very nicely, he goes, "My Lord is busy. He's playing with Srimati Radharani and the gopis." He goes, "I didn't want to take any service from him. I wanted to serve him. So I thought, better I don't ask him, and I just try and protect myself. Me protecting my body, I should keep to myself, not trouble him for it." And Tulsidas immediately paid obeisances. He goes, "You're superior, Krishna's superior." So there's another one. So Tulsidas and Surdas were again in Vrindavan, and I've said this before, it's very nice. He goes, they were saying who's superior, Lord Krishna or Lord Ram. And Surdas is saying Krishna is superior, and Tulsidas is saying Lord Ram is superior. And then they say, okay, let's do a test. So they get a big weighing scale, and Surdas says, okay, I'll sit on this side and say Krishna's name, you sit on that side, say Lord Ram's name. So they said, fine, let's do it. So Tulsidas sits down and he goes, Jai Siya Ram, and sits down. So on the other side, Surdas goes there and says, Jai Bal Gopal, and sits down. And so the scale is doing like this, scale is doing like this. And Tulsidas's scale becomes heavier, and Surdas goes up into the sky. And everyone says, see, Lord Ram is superior. So Tulsidas gets off, Surdas gets off. And Tulsidas says to Surdas, see, are you ready to accept now? And Surdas doesn't say anything and walks off quietly. And as he walks off, goes and sits down. So later on that day, Krishna would come to see him every day. So Krishna came to see him, and he tapped him on the back. And Surdas said, don't speak to me. And he comes around and taps him and goes, Baba, speak. No, don't speak to me. I think Haribol. Yeah, so he said, don't speak to me. And he goes, why, what's wrong? Surdas said, I'll tell you what's wrong. Every day me going around singing your holy names everywhere, Gala Farke, singing so much. He goes, why am I doing this? He goes, you couldn't help me just once? Because they had a weighing scale there. You couldn't have made yourself a little bit heavier? And Lord Krishna goes, it's not my fault. He goes, it's your fault. And Surdas goes, well, how is it my fault? He goes, okay, tell me this. Who weighs more, 3 people or 2? And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, on the other side, Tulsidas says, Jai Siya Ram, and sat down. On this side, you said Jai Bal Gopal. He goes, first, there's only 2 of us on this side. Then you said Bal Gopal, which means small Gopal. He goes, surely we're going to weigh less than 3 of them. And Surdas says, okay, brilliant. So immediately he goes to Tulsidas's kutiya and knocks on the door. And he goes, Tulsidas goes, who is it? He goes, it's Surdas. He goes, we need to try again. Get the scale. He goes, no, I'm not opening the door. He goes, why not? He goes, let's do it again. He goes, because I know who sent you. And I know what he said. and he came out, opened the door, and he goes, they're both the same. He goes, Lord Krishna and Lord Ram are both the same. So they both embraced themselves, each other. And so it's beautiful. So you can see, amazing to have these personalities who are so iconic at the same time, both in Vrindavan. So there's some amazing pastimes. So I just thought I'd share.
I think it's Prashant ready. Okay, so Maharaj,
Can we hear from Vidurani Mata something?
your favorite quality of Lord Ram? Favorite quality? Just say Sita Mata.
I don't know if this is a quality, but I was just reading the other day, and it was Sitaram, Lakshmana. They were about to go to the forest, so they were saying goodbye and leaving, and it was so sad because Sita Mata was being handed her bark clothes, and she had no idea how to put these on. So as I was reading, I was really choked up to hear this. And then Lord Ram went over to Sita Mata and helped her and showed her how to put these clothes on. And I thought it was very touching, the qualities of Lord Ram, that he's so merciful. And it was sad because just knowing that Sita Mata had no idea, she was not used to this. She was living in opulence all this time. So for her to give up all that simply to follow Lord Ram wherever he's going.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. I think the quality that stands out for me was loyalty to his father's word. So there was a class I was listening to, I think it was from the Manor this week, and they've been glorifying Lord Ram every day leading up to Navami. And they said that for the devotees, we need to actually be loyal to like authority, and Lord Ram showed that even though it was his father, and the father said, to go to the forest for exile, that even if he was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he still fell in line with authority and followed his father's word. So even being the Lord, he was loyal to his father.
जय हो श्यावा रामचंद्र की जय हो. Hare Krishna. So I was thinking one of the qualities, I think it's a third one, it's a grateful to all. As Vidhu was saying, so Lordships think no matter how much you have, no matter how small something you have done for him. So one of pastime is when Lord Ram was making the Setu, Ram Setu to the Lanka from Rameswaram. So there is a big soldiers, big monkeys. They was doing so much. They was pulling down, throwing the big stones to the oceans. So there is a small squirrel or squirrel he was running there, and he was bringing small rocks or grains of sands. So he was trying to help to build make the setu. He was a small seva to Lord Ram. But because he was running there, so all other big monkeys, they are feeling disturbed by him. So they was disturbed so much. Then they was trying to stop him. Oh, go away. You are blocking our way. You are making us late, because there is just disturbed. Then Lord Ram was sitting far away and he noticed that. So Lord Ram came and he was saying all other monkeys, so you doing according to your strength, your intelligence, your capacity, and he is doing according to his capacity. So there is no difference between you and them. You all of you and him. So that's why Lord is, no matter how small seva we doing for Krishna or Lord Ram, so it's to him all the seva is equal, and he is all equal, merciful to everyone. So that's why Srila Prabhupada teaches us, no matter what seva we doing in our temple, maybe someone doing it in the Pujari service, someone cleaning the toilets, someone washing the plates, dishes. So to Krishna, to Gaur-Nitai, all the seva is same. So Krishna is all equal, merciful to everyone. That's the one good quality of Lord Ramchandra. That's my realization. Thank you, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
I will go with the first one, Prabhuji, the Gunavan. The one which I really liked is to leave anything. If you are leaving, if you are losing anything, you will have so much anxiety. But when he was told he should leave his kingdom and has to go to forest for 14 years, he took it very lightly. He didn't consider it as a austerity. He thought it's a his fortune that he's going there. He just followed his Pitaji's, his fathers and mothers, that whatever his father has given to his mother. So that's what I liked in him.
Will help me to improve my Hindi or Bengali, whatever.
I think because there are some new faces, and it's very important that in case you don't come, you okay. And we also got Pushpanjali to do. Okay, Pushpanjali. Okay, so this is very important because on Saturday we had a workshop, first of many for this year. So we're inviting you. Please be aware that we do workshops here where we go into topics of Sanatana Dharma in detail, and this it was on vegetarianism. Is vegetarianism important for devotees? And often with Lord Ram, they say the meat eaters quote, misquote Ram. Meat eaters like to misquote Ramayana, saying, but Lord Ram ate. He killed the deer and he was eating. But listen to, this is Valmiki Ramayana, and see what's being said here by Sri Ram himself. He's saying this to Bharadwaj Rishi. Bharadwaj Rishi, and he's saying this he met him in Prayag. So the Sanskrit from Valmiki Ramayana is Pitra Niyukta Bhagavan Pravakshyamas Tapovanam Dharmam Eva Charishyamas Tatra Mula Falashana. Mula Falashana. Translation is, O Lord, we will enter the forest for austerities on the order of my father. So a couple of people appreciate how we follow the order of his father. We will follow the dharma of carrying out his order, eating roots and fruits there. Mul, fal. Again and again, this is being repeated. The Lord Ram only ate roots and fruits while he was on his exile. He did not break his vow. Would Lord Ram suddenly leave his entire kingdom, do this? What in our eyes is an incredible sacrifice, and then suddenly give up his vow? His vow was for 14 years to eat roots and fruits. So please remember this. Hare Krishna.
So Maharaj, what we'd like to do is Pushpanjali. So I don't know the Vidi for Lord Ram. It's Sri Ramaya Namaha. That's the Mool mantra. And आप कीजिए ना the mantras. Om Jnana. कर दिया ना? You do good. Mangalacharan mantra. Mangalacharan mantra. Maharaj, would you like to do the Mangalacharan? Get it. Okay. Book है ना?
বাংলা বলেন আপনি? ভালো আছেন, কেমন আছেন?
एक बार पूरा बोल देना।
something else.
श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादं सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवासभानुवी देवी द्वैताय कृपाधये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्जल प्रेमाड श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिद श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्तुते। नमस्ते श्री गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे श्रीरूपानुग विरुद्धाप अपसिद्धांत धांत हारिणे ओम श्री रामायणम ईश पुष्पांजलि समर्पयामि।
रामचंद्र भगवान की रामचंद्र भगवान जय हो। रामचंद्र भगवान की सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram. 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 Raja Ram 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 Raja Ram Ram Ram. Raja Ram Raja Ram 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 Raja Ram.
So now we'll cut the cake, Maharaj. You can represent Lord Ram. There's Archman. 2, 3, 4. Jyotir se Jyotir jahani jalo. Jyotir se Jyotir jahani jalo. Prema ki ganga Everybody raise your hands like that. Let's welcome Lord Swagatam Shira. Swagatam Shriram, Swagatam Shriram. Swagatam Suswagatam Sharanagatam Shriram. Swagatam Shriram, Suswagatam Shriram. Bhakti